What's going on YouTube? George Fit here. Welcome to today's video. We are going to be discussing how big you can get without using steroids. Roll the intro. So first things first, in the industry we're in today, it is so hard to tell who is natural and who is not because the word steroid is just being thrown around like everywhere. There are so many fake naturals out there, people who are taking steroids and claim to be natural, so it's really hard to tell actually how far you can push yourself naturally. A little bit of background information about me. I started training when I was 15 years old. That's when I started hitting the weights. When I was 16, I introduced watching my diet and done a little bit more research. So let's say 5 years of training, 4 years of serious training. My genetics, I have a really tall, slim frame. I'm 6'3". I've always found it hard to build muscle. So I believe there are many people out there who are gonna be a lot bigger than me naturally. I've always found it really easy to get lean, but hard to build muscle. Now, I've actually had a lot of comments, people claiming that I'm on steroids, even like people who haven't even said it to me, but they just literally blatantly think I'm on steroids. No, they're not even questioning it. They think, they know I'm on steroids when I'm actually not even on steroids. They know more than me because I've never injected anything into me. When I first found out that people thought I was on steroids, I literally couldn't believe it. I was over the moon that I've come from such a skinny, small frame to people thinking that I'm on steroids. But a lot of the time, the people who think you're on steroids are the people who don't know you. So if you watch my YouTube videos regularly, you'll know. People who see my Instagram photos, obviously they're filtered in good lighting after a workout. I'm gonna look more pumped and I'm gonna do everything to look best in that Instagram photo. But if you see me like day to day, I'm not a big guy at all. So it is, but I'll tell you what, I'll take it as a compliment that people think I'm on steroids, but it can be frustrating at times, especially business-wise, when you're trying to promote yourself and there's people saying, oh, don't go to George Fit because he just takes steroids, you'll have to take steroids to look like him. These people are the people who are completely uneducated, don't know anything about their diet, nutrition, but if you watch my videos, then you will know what I'm all about. So, have I reached my genetic potential? Am I gonna have to take steroids to get bigger than what I am now? Absolutely 110%. No, I am nowhere near my genetic potential. I've only been training properly for 4 years. They say like from 10 years onwards, that's when things really start to slow down. Is there even such thing as a genetic potential? I don't think you can get all the way to the top. I feel like you're always gonna progress, but when you're training for 1 year, that first year you're gonna grow the most you ever have. 2 years is gonna slow down a little bit, but it's still gonna go fast. And every year, your progress is gonna get slower and it's gonna get harder, but your physique is just gonna grow and you're gonna look better every single year. To the question, how big can you get without steroids? Now, let's take it back to 1935 when testosterone was first discovered. So this was the first steroid. And bear in mind that these steroids didn't actually get in use worldwide until 1950s, around the 1950s. So before 1935, it was like undoubtedly 110% no one took steroids. So let's give a few examples of some bodybuilders before 1935. So first off, we have Eugene Sandel from the early 1900s. Not the biggest guy in the world, but absolutely shredded to the bone. Second, we have Ernest Cadine, who peaked around the 1920s, had some absolutely beastly horseshoe tricep gains. Last off, we have Bobby Pandor. He was a 5'6" bodybuilder. None of these guys were the tallest. They was all around average height, which then was a lot smaller than what it is today, but they're really big. They've got some good size. They're not absolutely massive, but they're absolutely shredded to the bone. And what you've got to put into perspective as well is these photos were probably taken off absolute potatoes. Nowadays, we've got HD cameras, we've got sick Instagram filters, we've got downwards lighting, which just makes you look like an absolute Greek god. We have so much more resources, evidence-based science, supplementations to help us reach our goal. We've got loads. We cannot complain because we have got it easy, and it's possibly the easiest time, it is the easiest time to ever get in good shape, so we cannot complain. We should be absolutely flawless compared to them natural bodybuilders, which I showed you from like the 1920s. Now let's put all the resources and technology into perspective and have a look at some modern day natural bodybuilders. So first off, we have my favorite YouTuber, and that is Rob Lipsett. This guy is unbelievable. He really does know his stuff. He's competed in shows before, and there is no questions about it that he is natural. He is 110% not taking steroids, and he never has, and he is natural, and he has a really good physique. He is what most guys want to look like. He's not massive, he's got shredded abs. When I say he's not massive, he is massive, but he's not, like, when you spot a natural guy and you see a natural guy in person, you're not gonna, and he's just got a normal t-shirt on, you're not gonna say, oh, this guy's like a bodybuilder, he's huge. Usually they just look like an average guy until they've got a pump and they're in some good lighting, they whip their top off, they are absolutely shredded to the bone. But this guy, so much respect for him, he creates some unbelievable content, he is a massive role model for me, and yeah, he is a natural bodybuilder in today's society. Next up, we have Rob's good friend, Alpha Elite owner, Christian Guzman. He is absolutely killing the game right now, absolutely smashing it. Such a big inspiration to me. And he is, again, 100% natural, no doubt about it. He's another one where he doesn't look massive in the top and he doesn't look huge, but he is absolutely shredded to the bone, a good lifestyle look. He's got all-round good natural physique. So I know in a video I watched, Rob admitted that he could be a lot bigger and a lot more shredded. He could have a much better physique than he does already if he put in the extra commitment. And I think Christian has said this as well, but I know Rob has for sure. And the reason why they don't is because if you want to add size naturally, you have to gain a lot of fat. And because these are lifestyle YouTubers, if they get fat, no one's going to watch them anymore. So they've got to stay pretty shredded all round, which is going to slow down the process. But of course, they've still got amazing physiques, which everyone wants to look like. Now let's have a look at someone who takes it a little bit more seriously. He bulks properly, he cuts properly, and that is Alberto Nunez, one of the biggest names of natural bodybuilding. He takes it to the next level. He's not about the lifestyle, he's just out and out natural bodybuilding. But as you can see, Nunez is still not massive compared to these big Olympia bodybuilders. He is not absolutely huge and got loads of size. He is just absolutely shredded to the bone with still a good amount of size, but if you compare him to the bodybuilders on the Olympia stage, he doesn't really get anywhere near them. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. Just wanted to give you a little insight on how far you can push yourself as a natural, how big you can get, how shredded you can get, and it's safe to say that there is no doubt that you can look absolutely unbelievable naturally. You just have to be willing to put in the work, effort, commitment. Do not use steroids as an excuse that you have to take steroids to keep up with everyone nowadays, because I'm still representing the natural game strong. I'm not going to be going over to the dark side anytime soon. Right guys, I thought I'd come upstairs and finish off this video for you, as the people I live with walked in, saw me sat there talking about steroids. I thought it was a bit weird, so I'll come upstairs and finish this one off for you. If your goal is to be massive and you want to be on the Olympia stage one day, then you are going to have to take steroids no matter of a doubt. All these top athletes on the Olympia stage are 100% on steroids. Remember, there are natural federations around where you can compete in natural competitions like Alberto Nunez, or if you just want a look which the general public are going to look at, lean muscle, nice and defined, then staying natural is probably the best way for you, because the side effects you're going to deal with steroids, blowing up and looking uncomfortable. Like, my goal is to not walk around and look like I'm walking uncomfortably with like big shoulders and traps. I want to look lean, athletic and fit. That is it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from it. Please comment, subscribe to the channel and like this video if you want to see me do another video following this, talking about the side effects of steroids and how to spot someone who is on steroids or a fake natural. So if you want to see that, I think it'd be pretty interesting for the channel, then leave a like down below. Any other video ideas, always comment down below as well, as I would like to hear what you want to see me do. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and you know what to do. Stay fit.